What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Chris Isaak, and we're returning to the 1995 album Forever Blue. Thank you again to Michaela. And the next track in the playlist is Changed Your Mind. It's addressing another person directly, the second person, technically speaking. So one immediately thinks about the themes of the album, being hurt, being upset, feeling blue. And so Changed Your Mind in that context makes me think that perhaps the other person has pulled back, has recoiled from a connection or indeed a relationship with the narrator. Obviously, it could be a change of mind about some aspect or some circumstance and not necessarily everything, but it does seem like the narrator is primed to be hurt or feeling abandoned given the themes of the record overall and the title of this track specifically. So let's see what I can catch on the first listen. This is Chris Isaak. The track is Changed Your Mind, and it's from his 1995 album Forever Blue.
Pretending there was hope for you and I. Not too late, I guess. The real world I find. You changed your mind. You changed your mind. Over where tomorrow chases clouds away. I pretended that somehow you'd really stay. Now I'm left here with those dreams you tossed away. You changed your mind. You changed your mind. I believe that we would never say goodbye. Now I'm standing here alone, too late to cry. You changed your mind. You changed your mind. You changed your mind. You changed your mind. I want your love.
interesting. It feels like it was coming to an end sort of naturally, sonically, and yet it still faded out. His voice really is incredible. The way he can go so deep and rich and heavy and then just soar up into the sky. He definitely has a remarkable range. And I guess technically his falsetto voice in particular, it just really has this dramatic quality to it. So it's interesting, like in some ways, and especially because of the line about, where the rainbow meets the darkest sky, I'm thinking of the sky and there's a bit of that island rock feel. So my mind is going to a visual place not terribly distinct from his video for Wicked Game, and yet the Sonics have a bit more of that like frontier, like rural, out in a dry environment type of sound as well. And I suppose thematically that works even better with the lyrics here, because it was more or less what I was thinking in advance. The idea that the other person has changed their mind about him and them together. He's still sitting there with these discarded dreams, this idea, this possibility that their relationship used to be, while the other person has changed their mind and departed. And again, I like that imagery of a rainbow, the multicolored splendor of a rainbow, then the point where it meets the darkest sky, the like emptiness, the dark feeling of nothingness. So I like the imagery as it expresses the emotions he's feeling, but he's making clear he still loves and still wants the other person, even as he seemingly acknowledges that it's no longer possible, and the he's referring to the past, not the present or the future. So there's a pain in there, and yet it feels like maybe he's working through it with this poetic expression of his emotional hangover, I suppose it is. So yeah, it's a song that again I think hits perfectly within the larger concept album, is very much what this record seems to be, the Forever Blue concept. So yeah, it's someone who recognizes that they've been left behind and yet still pining for the feeling that they had with this other person, but acknowledging that they're in a dark place and one that is not likely to return to that many-colored splendor that existed before. So yeah, it's not like Wicked Game where, the dance, even if one that is gonna leave him in pain or make him feel like there's a disconnect between what is being, or what is his enticement relative to what may be possible, but now it's again a residue, a hangover of what was, and there's the dance is no longer. So there's a similar sonic feeling in one respect, but enough of a sonic difference to convey the emotional or thematic difference in the track relative to that famous tune. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. His vocals, again, unique and diverse, or with a large range, and I enjoy the island rock meets rustic and rural type of frontier feel, which a couple of folks I think commented on a few of the previous songs, that even musically he's kind of in his own territory here, taking some different styles that are otherwise distinct and sort of rolling them into one. So I'm enjoying it. Let me know what you think of this one, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.